These three zodiac signs don't believe in marriage. The institution of marriage is the foundation that shapes society as it is today. It can be bliss if you manage to find the right person for you, but it can also be the opposite. So there's some of us that don't fancy the idea of marriage or spending life with just one person. People with a high value of their freedom and individuality will prefer not to legally commit to one person. For them, the concept of marriage makes no sense, so they'll avoid it for the rest of their lives. Each sign has a certain personality, certain expectations from life, and a perception of love that dictates when they'll get married. Number 1. Aquarius. Trying to settle down with an air sign like Aquarius can feel like catching the wind with your hands. They're independent and value their freedom more than anything, and because of this, they're perfectly happy on their own. A nonconformist sign, for them, paperwork makes no sense. Commitment is not an option for them as long as they don't know the person next to them. As they need a lot of time to really open up to someone and make an honest connection, marriage is almost never on their radar. They love spending time with people and can even enjoy some romance. But as soon as things get closer to marriage, their fear of emotional intimacy will kick in and make them back down in front of all this responsibility. Aquarians can't stand clingy partners, and this causes them to struggle when sharing a life with someone. Because they tend to be more connected to the needs of the world than to a single person, this makes them prefer solitude. Number 2. Sagittarius. Sagittarians are the least likely to get married. They're wanderers that have free personalities, so they want to be free to follow their hearts. Because Sagittarians are fire signs, their relationships tend to burn fast, so long-term commitment is not something to talk about with this sign. Sagittarians are always in the search to meet new people. They're adventurous and love to travel, so routine and relationships are a killer for them. A restless sign, they're always on the lookout for the next exciting thing or person. They want to live a life with no regrets, but with a tendency to think that the silver lining is always on the other side, they avoid getting married to enter a life of monotony. Sagittarius will always try to avoid routine, so in order to actually think about marriage, they need someone that can understand them and their need to wander. They'll never thrive in a rigid structure and routine like a traditional marriage. Number 3. Gemini. Ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, Gemini just can't imagine life without talking and having fun. The fear that they might lose their social life and friends will make them reluctant to the idea of marriage. For them, the idea of dating and getting to know someone new is what raises their interest. As they enjoy flirting and seduction, committing to one person will take away from their other options, and they love to have options and new experiences. Even if at some point they commit to someone, there's always the risk that something will enter a certain routine and they'll get bored. They need variety and they get restless if they're staying in the same place for too long. As a mutable air sign, change is not a problem for them, so getting a divorce will not be a problem for them if things are not fun anymore. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe for all the updates.